gracious welcome sets the stage for meaningful interactions, encouraging unity and collaboration. It's now my privilege to invite Dr. K. Raja, Chairperson, School of Computer Science and Engineering, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to one and all present here on the dais and off the dais. So it's a privilege to me as a welcome address giving to this occasion. I welcome on behalf of SRM Institute of Science and Technology our most respected Dean Dr. Sakti Ganesh. I welcome our Vice Principal Admin Dr. Balika J. Chalaya. I welcome today's Chief Guest Dr. Iniya Nehru, Deputy Director General NIC National Informatics Center, Government of India, Chennai. And I welcome Joel Ganesh, Microsoft. I welcome you on behalf of Department of Computer Science and Specialization with Cyber Security. I welcome Cyber Security HOD Dr. Shaini Dula and all my industry leaders. I can't specify your individual name, sorry for that. I welcome you all. And I welcome all our colleagues and student friends. I am very proud and feel prestigious to address you all. So I remember the college days when I did computer science. I was the second batch in 89 to 93 at Annamala University. They told that when you completed graduation, I may work as a electronic typewriter operator, that's all. Those days. So computer science is the extension of birthplace is instrumentation engineering from that. So now I wonder, there are so many branches in that and specialization keep on going, and each and every studies taking their own route and it expand like anything. You know, under School of Computer Science, 3-4 years before we have only 3-4 branches. Now almost 10 branches we have. Under School of Computer Science, for your kind information, we have BTech Computer Science, BTech AI, BTech AI, ML, Big Data Analytics, Cyber Security, IoT, CSBS, Gaming Technology, Cloud Computing, Information Technology. It's keep on moving. So computer science is no other thing in the world. It is essential for everything. So you would have understand that everything is converted. So it was a tremendous change. Now it is a day to create awareness. Again I am pointing out there are revolution happen, industry revolution, green revolution, white revolution. As like that, now digital divide is the important thing. There are people affordable to get a digital, that is computer science. You understand that the other part of the world, they are not able to feel that internet exposure or computer science exposure, that digital divide is keep on moving, that literacy gap is more. As educated people, especially in computer science, it is our most responsibility to educate the fellow citizen aware about cyber security. So you know, when the basic need, Maslow's hierarchy theory, shelter, water, air, food, as like that, if I am inside my home, I feel that safety is very important. Like this, now in cyber era, everywhere the cyber threats are there. So it is, as a cyber security student, most of the victims are knowledge people only. Those who are graduated or doctorate, they only drop in that. So please understand that our own point as a computer science students, it is necessary to educate ourselves how to go, how to access. And especially in FM radio, every day evening they are giving caution. Whenever you are using a public internet, you should not use some bank transactions, etc. Either in airport or free internet are available. So you would have understand that first we need to get aware. And it is our responsibility as educated people to give the awareness to the in and around the people, in our own family members, friends and other things. I welcome you all for this occasion to 1 day or 2 days you are going to discuss about these things. So industry stalwarts are here. So they are going to give panel discussion during those time in their verticals. They are going to give a very informative information to you, and necessary the time is very important. This is the occasion. You all youngsters, you have a guts to expose to those things. So it is a very important occasion. Once again, I welcome you all to this 2 days Cyber Carnival. Thank you, one and all person here. Thank you.
codes and firewalls tall, where hackers rise and network fall. A carnival of minds, sharp and bright, returns to set the cyber world all right. Good morning to all the esteemed guests, industry experts, faculty members, and passionate participants. Today, as we inaugurate Cyber Carnival 25, we celebrate not just an event, but a convergence of minds, innovation, and security. Over the years, this platform has evolved into a beacon of cybersecurity excellence, bringing together the best and brightest to learn, compete, and innovate. This year, the journey began with Cyberthon 25, where 30 allied teams from across the country took on 24 hours of intense challenges, testing their skills in web security, app security, Web3, blockchain, IoT security, and open innovation. What awaits you at Cyber Carnival 25? This year's edition introduces new tracks, hands-on workshops, industry-driven sessions, making it bigger than ever. Key highlights include Cyber Hackathon, Cyber Conclave on the title, unmasking online scams and strengthening digital defenses, Capture the Flag, Bug Bounty, Startup Expo, which is new this year, Secure Tool Expo, again, which is new this year, paper presentation, and cyber awareness campaign. As we stand at the crossroads of technology and security, events like this shapes the defenders of tomorrow. We are happy to share that this time we have received more than 1,000 registrations across the country. Adding to this grand fest, we are also proud to launch the student chapter of DESI, Digital Security Association of India, marking a milestone of fostering research in cybersecurity. With overwhelming responses across the country, this edition promises engaging, knowledge-packed experiences for all participants. With that, I declare Cyber Carnival 25 officially open.
Thank you, ma'am, for painting a vivid picture of Cyber Carnival and setting the stage for an event filled with innovation and exploration. A magazine is just not a collection of pages, it's a canvas where knowledge meets creativity, where voices from past, present, and future converge to shape ideas. It captures the essence of a thriving community, offering a glimpse into the minds that drive change. With great pride, we now unveil Cyber Chronicle, a testament to the dynamic world of cybersecurity. This magazine is a tapestry woven with insights from industry leaders, reflections from distinguished faculty, wisdom from our accomplished alumni, and fresh perspectives of our bright students. May I now invite the esteemed dignitaries to step forward and unveil Cyber Chronicle, a beacon of wisdom and inspiration for all.
Good morning to all present here. At the outset, I congratulate the entire crew for organizing such a meticulous event. It's a completely driven by students and faculties who have been empowered to take the Cyber Carnival to the next level. And it's truly carnival. That's what when I met Ganesh and he told that outside, he said, this is truly carnival, and I was overwhelmed when the message comes from a chief guest and talking about carnival is Oren. And the entire crew, I kudos to the entire team once again with a big round of applause. So as a leader, I come here and talk about things, but back end there are people worked hard, and day and night they've been worked hard. Late night, 12 o'clock, they were sharing all the chief guest details and taking appointment from the boss and the chairman, other people who have been coinciding to help us. It's a meticulous event, right? Probably everyone coordinated, and that's how we came here. And I have a strong gladiators. My team is a strong gladiators team I have. That's why this is possible. I'm very happy. At the outset, they're all big people talking about one centric point, cybersecurity, right? Usually we have a versatile of people talking about multiple domains, and here almost 10 people talking about cybersecurity. I don't know what to talk. Being an husband of a cybersecurity wife, probably what given to me is this is the mobile phone I'm using because you know what is the pain of husband of cybersecurity, right? She don't use a smartphone, she's not into LinkedIn, she's not into social media, and she calls me twice in a day in this phone. So this is how the security hallucination has happened. And with this phone, what I do, I don't know, right? So almost we moved to smartphones. But this is how my wife works. She's been more into security, more into threats, analyzing what is happening around the world, why to use LinkedIn, what is happening in the Twitter. Almost she says that 6,400 languages have been spoken globally. But the one common language what we understand is mathematics, right? We have 1 apple plus 1 apple, 1 plus 1 is 2. That everybody knows. Similarly, internet everybody uses, right? And probably we talk about more technology development like AI, generative AI, now DeepSeek. So new things are coming up, how to optimize the GPU effectively. So these are the points we discuss. Especially in AI, recently we used a password, now they moved to passcode or passkeys, right? So almost 3 in 1% in US and UK, from password they moved to passkeys. So the 2.2 million people using passkeys. So password, previously we used the encryption techniques and things like that, now passkey has been moved out. So this is a technology transformation. Again, AI phishing, right? So you have a generative AI, but now previously you have spam mail. We can identify what is spam mail is happening and ham mail, how to segregate those things. But now AI generative email is very, very personalized, as if like your friend is talking to you and an email has been written. At last we found it out that's a phishing mail. So again, deep fake. Probably everybody knows about deep fake. There is one particular CFO lose $2.2 million. As if like CFO talking and he's giving order instructions and all the transition happening from one bank to other bank. So this is all threats, what I'm talking about. The other one is like probably hallucination, right? We have if you Joe Biden in the last election, people told that as if Joe Biden speaking a robocall saying that don't vote for this thing, you save your vote for a general election. So it reduced the election campaign itself. So these are the threats, what is happening around us. Probably we might be thinking about new technology coming out, but how I can pick this one? Probably AI is deploying, but in AI deploying, there are a lot of threats are happening. So how you're going to deploy this AI effectively is very, very important. Probably that's why we have come up, all these forums will help us to understand the more of technology development, how the cyber threats are happening, how to deploy this AI, especially mobile phones when your operating system works on that. So what are threats are analysts, we get to work on that one. There are so many things are there. And shadow AI, right? Probably you have a generative AI tools are there like Gamma AI is there. Similarly, a shadow AI will be there. So what you're going to do with this applications. So you will have a shadow AI concept, probably a replicate of what you're doing, how the data has been thefted, probably they'll be discussing more on that. So whatever comes to my mind, I'm just talking here. The other one is laws. As I said, there's a policy makers are there, there's a lawyers are there. What laws we are going to emphasize on that? The policy makers on deep fake. So how are we going to deal with this one? So when new technology comes, policy plays a critical role. Probably we work on a people-centric, not on a process-centric. So that's how we have to work on the policy decisions. So policy makers are very key in that aspect. So how you document it, what laws you're going to write, what SOPs you're going to follow it, and what are the replication of this one, how you're going to deal with this one. Those are the dimensions we have to think apart. And probably we are talking about many things like probably quantum computing. And quantum computing, how the security features have been enhanced. Probably security cryptography can be enhanced or not. So those things we have to probably visualize in a different dimensions and we have to work on. And always I say that there are two ways of seeing the world. One people see what they want. The other people see that things they prevent to what they want to see, right? So probably my wife is the second category. First category is people who sees what they want. The other one is people see what pretended to be to see what they want. So she is seeing in other dimension what I'm seeing in the other dimension. That's how the congruence happens, right? When two dimensions to meet together, you make a congruence. So that's how we meet each other and we fall in love and we got married. So and last thing, what I want to say is always. Small mind talk about each other's, great mind share ideas. We are always here to share ideas, especially this kind of panel discussions will help you to nurture your skill set, kindle your thoughts, going to next level, what people are talking in industry, how you're going to correlate each other. Those things are the critical things. Probably OD is a key role for a student to attend this conference or a conclave. But there are some takeaways are there where you can see that how the transition happening from one stage to other stage. That's the evaluation is going to happen. Probably people here more they talk about many things. Even I am also keen to interest on what they want to see, talk here. How are you going to narrate this, set the stage? So probably I'm also eager to look into that one. And how they're going to help us. So what is the takeaway from this conclave or a carnival? So what you're going to take away from this? So how you're going to collaborate with each other? How you're going to do this collaborative measures? In fact, morning I was talking about there are specific students who work on a cyber security. They don't opt for other job. So what you're going to do this with this? Probably every industry has a cyber security thing, but in a level 3 company it might be different. In level 5 company, CMM level 5 company it might be different. So how we are going to work on this model effectively? People here will talk about more on that. At the outset, I thank once again the entire team and crew for organizing this conclave effectively. Again, this is true carnival. Thank you so much.
A warm pleasantries to everyone present over here. I welcome to a much awaited third edition of Cyber Carnival. It is an absolute honor and privilege to stand before you today as we embark on another exciting journey into the innovation and digital transformation. Let us take a moment to appreciate the faculties and student organizers for their dedication to fostering a tech-savvy community in bridging this event. It is our privilege to welcome Dr. Iniya Negru, Deputy Director General at the National Informatics Center, Chennai. Dr. Iniya Negru is a distinguished IT professional in the government sector with over 3 decades of experience in e-governance, cloud computing, networking and cybersecurity. He has played a crucial role in implementing various e-governance projects in land records, registration, transport, PDS and health and education. He is a specialist in data center design, high-speed networks and cloud security. He has also made significant contributions to network infrastructure services across Tamil Nadu. Additionally, Dr. Iniya Negru has delivered numerous lectures on e-governance, Tamil computing, IoT, cloud computing and security. Holding a doctorate in cloud computing from Anna University and extensive experience in both technical leadership and public service, he has been instrumental in driving digital transformation initiatives within the government. We are honored to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Iniya Negru to do the inaugural address.
Good morning to everybody. Respected Dean Sir, respected Vice Principal Sir, respected HOD Madam and my fellow guest of honor Mr. Joel. So it gives me a good opportunity to interact with the students because most of the time we interact with government officers and whenever academic institution like SRM call, I immediately accept because that is the place where I can interact with or I can give my experience to the young students. So here I have all my senior friends here. And normally whenever I visit some academic institution, I'll be the odd man out because all other people used to be from academic community. But today I could see a lot of people from industry who are going to talk about cyber security. As most of you know, the internet has been growing every day in an exponential manner. And fortunately or unfortunately, I have been with the IT industry for more than 40 years. I still remember in 1980-81 when my college purchased computer for the first time. The computer was more than a god. So we were not even allowed to touch the computer. So only thing, the computer used to be in a room which used to be about 30 feet away with fully protected with the glass and other things. Only in case of any major problem, CMC engineer used to come from Chennai. And I used to go to railway station to pick him because like today one of the student came and picked me because at those time the day scholars used to be very less and 80% of the students used to be in hostel. And I was familiar with the local area. So I used to go and pick up the CMC engineer and whenever he used to stay for more than 3-4 days, I used to give some English books or English novels, which I used to get from my father, who was an English professor. So in that way, slowly I got interacted with that, attracted or whatever that with the computer, and slowly, now it is more than 45 years my interaction with the computers. As you know, today most of the services are available to the citizens or to the general public. When we started using the networks, at that time the internet bandwidth was very, very less compared to the internet available today. So we used to have some organization called VSNL, Videsh Sansar Nizam Limited, who used to give the internet connection through dial-up, and I think connecting to internet through a dial-up and sharing the information was a Herculean task. So 1997 we published the students 10th standard, 12th standard for the first time in India, in Tamil Nadu. That time there was no problem because many people didn't have internet connection. In 98, within half an hour, the entire thing collapsed, and entire thing failed because within 1 year the internet the population has exploded maybe multiple number of times. And when internet slowly became popular, then the public started giving all the information on internet. I still remember, in my college days, getting your friends date of birth is a big difficult task. Today, you go to Facebook, you go to any social media, immediately you can get entire information about the person. In fact, sometimes when for marriages, boy or girl's father first looks for LinkedIn, looks for Facebook, what kind of person the individual is. So that is the way today the information is available, and I think some of the biodata today, they resume what they would have taken from LinkedIn. So people started sharing information across the internet. When you start sharing the information, it is, internet is basically like a double-sided weapon, knife. So if you are going to have the information open to all, because till recently I was heading the Open Technology Center across the country. So we advocate people to have openness to put the data, but you should be very careful. Whenever you put the data on internet, it can be used, it can be misused. So now the thing comes. When more and more people started using internet is wide open for security risk. Because if somebody says that my network is fully secured or my web server is fully secured, something is wrong. Now today, nobody can say that my system is 100% secure. It is a continuous. It is like a police and thief. So you have to always fight. Always keep your hardware up to date, software up to date. And I think some of you would have heard about zero-day attack. So when I think in 2016, and when one of the Windows server, because earlier till about 5-10 years back, Windows used to keep all the ports open. I know some of you know what is the meaning of port. When you have a web server, you will have the ports open. Earlier, Microsoft used to, he is also here, so I think he can tell much better. Earlier, Microsoft had a system by which all the ports were open, and about 10-15 years back. When you have all the ports open, and then there is always a possibility of somebody hacking into the system. But later on, because Microsoft, why we are referring not for anything else, because it's widely used across the world. So that is where we start learning many things. And today, maybe last 10 years, Microsoft has whenever default when you install the server, all the ports are closed. Only the needed ports are open. So what has happened is that when the new server was installed, the operating system was installed, within few, they noticed that there was some small bug in that. Microsoft released the patches in maybe in another week's time or so. Within the 1 week, there was a heavy loss in terms of data during that period. So then immediately people brought up the idea of zero-day attack, where many times when the software is released, whether it's not only a question of operating system, it's the question of application software, anything, it is not 100% fully tested in the factory or in the thing. Microsoft used to have something called as release candidate, RC1, RC2, where we were also like indirect partners to Microsoft, so that whenever a new operating system is going to be released after 6 months, we get a copy well ahead. So that we used to do the testing in the field, so that any vulnerabilities is there, we used to inform Microsoft. And normally, Microsoft gives a warning that if anything happens, if there is going to be data loss or anything, then we are not answerable to that. It's like this thing they give. So just to tell you something more about, I think many students by this time what is hacking. There are some certification for if you want to learn about hacking. You can there are some courses on ethical hacking, and I think like a lot of open source courses are available in this thing. And I think as students, especially, there are two things as a student you should know. One is, as a user, like Dr. Raja was telling, as a user, we have to be very, very cautious. What kind of data we are sharing into the internet world. So, and as a specialist or as a person with cyber security as a background, how to protect later on when you join some organization or your family. So today there are a lot of ways. The internet, there are some, you would have heard, there are different types of attacks which are happening in the cyber world. But, there are emails which look like a genuine email which says that press the link. And the moment you give the link, it goes to a phishing website. It will look like SBI. Initially, SBI, when they opened, bank, some SBI something they had other than the .com. Normally, we expect the websites to have .com. So people thought that yes, this is going to be a phishing website, and people were scared to use it. Again, as Dr. Raja was telling, whenever you go to a browsing center, you have to be very, very careful in a sharing or in a public place, whether it's an airport or things like that. And you should not get carried away by lot of freebies or free download. As I remember, many students like to use a pirated games or pirated thing. It becomes more and more. I think some of you would have heard about Trojans and malwares which sit quietly into your computer without your knowledge, and it can steal the data. The moment the data is stolen from your system, the hacker can do whatever he wants. Whether it's a ransomware or whatever is that, there are hundreds of tools available. In fact, in government, we stopped exposing our server details through whenever somebody HTTP calls comes. First, all our servers are HTTPS. The web server, the moment you go into any website, if it says that HTTP alone, please don't go to that site. Immediately you just come out of the site and you give your information, or you access the servers which are only HTTPS, which is a secured thing. So in that way, even then it is not fully secured. Again, I still remember, my senior colleague used to tell that the strength of the chain depends on the weakest link. The weakest link can be anything, because you may think that I have protected everything. I have a latest router, I have got a latest firewall, I have got ideas, I have got latest, you name the hardware device, it is available in my data center. But still, there are many times the username and passwords, whatever the original developer gives. I still remember big database systems, they used to have admin password as SA, something like that. So they never used to change the default password. Because when you install software which is purchased from outside, they give some default credentials. Sometimes 4 zeros. When you have some smartwatch or something, you get 4 zeros. And we are lazy enough to change the this default passwords. And most of the database earlier, used to have SA as a password, and anybody can hack into the system. And no, students, I like to tell you that the hacker need not have a super privilege thing to hack into your system. He requires a basic small login. He will upgrade himself once he comes into your network. So, I think Madam was also touching. We have different levels of security, and I think in today and tomorrow you will have a lot of time to discuss about information security, cloud security. Now there are perimeter security. There are various types of security thing you have to carry. And let me tell you, cyber security offers wide challenges. And I think Dean sir was telling about the opportunities. Fortunately, you will have enough opportunity in terms of higher education, in terms of research, in terms of working in big organizations. Cyber security is going to be there. Like you think of police department. Police department will be there so long as human beings are there. So long as IT industry is there, cyber security is going to give you enough opportunities for your growth. And only thing is that as young people, you should be ready to take the new technology, new understanding. You try to keep your eyes open, and basically what you have to do is that keep updating yourself. Even today, I've seen some people at the age of 70, 75, they keep updating about AI and whatever the latest technology is available, because the technology is one area which keeps us young. Even though I'm 60 plus, many people say that you look young, because the technology keeps us young. And when I come to institute like SRM, I still feel young. My age goes down by another 10 years. I think these 2 days is going to create a good awareness. I leave my email with Madam, because I have enough content, because I don't want to start today's event boring you with whatever you know or whatever you are going to hear in another 2 days. I leave this thing to other my people who are in industry. When people in industry don't come, I talk a lot about industry. One thing is that there is nobody to object whatever I am telling, and second thing is that I get enough time. But here I think Madam has packed the entire thing till 11 o'clock. I think it is like a Prime Minister's program. Minute to minute she has done. So I don't want to take much of your time. One thing I want to assure you is that there are various open source tools available. Whenever you get time, you can play games. Nothing wrong. You can play video games, and you can play. But you manage your time very well, because time management is the most important thing for youngsters. So if you plan your time, I need not tell much about things to youngsters, because I know you spend the time till 2 o'clock, and next day morning 7 o'clock you are in the college. So that way, I think much better than us. When we did our engineering, we didn't have much like WhatsApp or social media. Only thing we know is the family and coming to college and going back. So that is the only activity we used to have. Today you have a lot of opportunities. But don't get carried away by internet too much, because now there are a lot of good things and bad things, and it is our duty as cyber security professional to make the life of not only us, also the citizens or the humans a better world tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here. We are honored to welcome Mr. Joel Ganesan, technical trainer at Microsoft with over 19 years of industry experience in cloud computing, infrastructure design and cybersecurity. Mr. Joel has extensive expertise in Microsoft cloud technologies, SharePoint infrastructure, Azure solutions and Office 365 services. Throughout his career, he has played a vital role in cloud consulting, IT system support and enterprise collaboration solutions. He has been associated with Microsoft for over 12 years, contributing in various roles including Senior Cloud Solution Architect, Customer Engineer and Partner Solution Consultant. His vast experience also include project leadership, technical training and consulting for global organizations. Beyond his technical expertise, he has been instrumental in enabling Microsoft partners, conducting enterprise level training and advising on cloud adoption strategies. His work has significantly impacted cloud deployment planning, security architecture, and digital transformation initiatives. We are delighted to have him with us today to share his insights and expertise. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Joel Ganesan to do the keynote address.
First of all, I would like to start by thanking the dignitaries, and I'm honored to share the dais with them. I'm not going to take much time. I'd like to start with just emphasizing on one small a past history, not too long back, just 10 years back, or approximately 10 years back, or 11 years back, when Satya Nadella, our CEO of Microsoft, took position, he emphasized on one single statement along with others. Mobile first and cloud first was the digital transformation that he took as an initiative when he took over as a CEO. So during the time, that's when it was a little late. Microsoft was a little late in catching up on the mobile world, because that was a scenario where iOS and Android was already leaders in the market. And then Windows was trying to catch up, but still it was not able to. We all know the story, how the Windows Mobile and the acquisition of Nokia and everything happened. But learning from that, 5 years later, now just in 2019 kind of, that's when Satya took another position and another strategic decision to partnership with OpenAI to lead as a leader in the OpenAI or even in the AI and ML. So that's when, even though we at Microsoft also have our own research wing, and then we were doing great in lots of other machine learning and AI technologies, including within our products and services. But still, the strategic decision that he took from the learnings that he had from the past of mobile first and cloud first. Cloud first was, we all know that how Microsoft is one of the leaders among the other leaders like AWS and GCP. But mobile first was a kind of a strategic failure, but learned from that and then took another decision now, a few years back, 2019, to partner with OpenAI. So the point I'm trying to convey to all of us over here is how we can learn from the past and then look into our future and change the future. So I would like to just end up my speech with only one single word that you all can take away. Be curious. I think that's a 2-word, right? Okay. So then let me give a 2-word sentence, like learn it all. Or that's also not a 2-word, it's a 3-word. Okay. So the word game. So be curious and learn it all, because this is also again another thing that I learned from Satya, where I think some of you avid readers might have learned about or read the book of Satya, Hit Refresh. So he would have mentioned several points like empathy and other topics. One of the topics that he would have touched is about growth mindset. So growth mindset is all about, rather than being a know-it-all, how can we learn it all? So let's all be curious, learn it all, and enjoy this carnival. Enjoy, have a nice time, fun. And I'm not going to talk anything about technology because we have all our experts. I'm going to host all of our experts on the discussion panel. So we'll talk technical stuff there, but not now. Be curious, learn it all. All the best for your learning in the next 2 days, as well as your learning can continue as we continue our career journey. All the best, everyone.
Good morning to all the esteemed guests, faculty members, and students. Today, we celebrate the inauguration of Design Student Chapter at SRM IST Ramapuram, a step forward in fostering cybersecurity awareness, research, and industry collaboration. In line with the vision of SRM IST and Design, we now proceed with the investiture of office bearers and invite Mr. Rajendran, Chairman and Founder of Design, to do the honors.
Security Association of India. It's a proud moment to be here. Madam, the time starts now. 2 minutes you said, no? Okay. In fact, it's a pleasure to be here. Our main vision when we started it sometime in 2017 November as part of the IIT initiative, and then Anna University also has been with us quite some time, and then Indian Nehru, he has also been associated with us on many of our endeavors. We create awareness, and the more and more we create awareness, I think more and more we feel the need to create more awareness further again. because normally criminals, no, they learn the technology faster, and the victim knows the technology after he loses the money, he or she loses the money, loses the photo in a public website and all that. After that, he approaches an advocate, the advocate learns later. Then he comes to the bank officers, they know it later. Then we go to the police learn at that time. I mean, I'm not casting aspersions on the capacity of the police or advocate or the judiciary or anybody else. Then ultimately, when the case comes to the judiciary, the judge, I think he learns the technology at that time, and by that time, the criminal would have changed the technology modus operandi. Because the technology would have become obsolete by that time. 5-6 years would have gone. Then he would have gone from AI to generative AI, from machine learning to the other kind of technology. He would have gone further. So the criminal learns it faster. So it's more and more we have the need to create awareness. That's one thing. Second, we often keep talking about a digital divide, no, digital connectivity. We are all digitally connected. The whole world is a digital village and all that. But personally, I feel the more and more we feel it's a digital connectivity, it has become something like a physical disconnectivity. Physically, personally, we are all getting disconnected more and more. In the same flight, in the same village, possibly a neighbor sitting about 500 meters away, we do not know the neighbor, but he puts everything in the Facebook. To the Facebook and LinkedIn, he knows who his neighbor is. So it is where student chapters like this, they have a major role to play. And on behalf of myself, my colleague, Mr. Lokesh Babu, Mr. Kalimurthy, can you please stand up so let them see you. So they are all my colleagues there. So on behalf of the team in Decide, we take pleasure in associating ourselves with Vrajesh and Shreyas. Very nice to be associated with you, Vrajesh and Shreyas. Keep calling us very frequently. We'll keep coming here. Our name itself is called Decide. தமிழ்ல டிசைன் ஒரு டிஜிபி ரவி கூப்பிட்டுருந்தோம் அவர் சொன்னாரு, நீங்க தமிழ்ல டிசைன் சொல்லுங்க, நீங்க திசை காட்டுறீங்க எல்லாருக்கும் அப்படின்னாரு. ரொம்ப அழகா சொன்னார் அது வேலை. I mean, sorry for switching out to Tamil. So design in Tamil makes it design. So that way, so let us all partner with each other, do something good for the society. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.